Okay, video number 2. Boy, when I do this, I do it, but I don't know what else to do right now, um, so yeah, the big upsetting thing to me right now is my aunt, granted with the best intentions, outed me to my mom, and I guess, according to my aunt, she handled it pretty well, and said that she kind of had an idea, and that she still loved me, and I was still her child no matter what. I guess I should be happy. Problem is, I feel really uncomfortable about it because I don't know exactly what my aunt told her. I don't know how much. I don't know how much she explained or what she explained, or, I mean, she made a comment about how someone she knew or her cousin or someone, this is my aunt, made a comment about someone that she knew was a lesbian and she was fine with that. If you know any trans guys, you know that they do not like being called a lesbian, period. I don't think I've met one or seen any video with any guy who's handled that very well. I've never identified as a lesbian. I've never been comfortable in the lesbian community, and no, I have nothing against lesbians. I think they're pretty cool. I mean, like, each person is their own. I love each individual person as their own. But I've never felt like that was a good identification thing for me, because it's not. My gender identity doesn't fit with this. I mean, it's that big thing of your gender identity and your sexuality are two different things. And if you identify as a boy and you find women attractive, that doesn't fit into what lesbian means. But anyway, point is, the thing about her making a comment about being okay with the friend that's a lesbian makes me really uncomfortable, because it makes me wonder what she told my mom. Did she just tell my mom I'm a lesbian? Because if she did, that's completely wrong. That's not what's going on here. In fact, I'm in love with a guy. And I've had a lot of people go, well, wait a minute. If you're in love with a guy, and, huh? The people I was staying with for the last 6 months, it wasn't supposed to end up that way, but that's the way it worked. But it was actually kind of cool because her and her dad have Ehlers Danlos too, so they're the only two other people I've ever met in person that have Ehlers Danlos, so it was a really interesting experience. But there were people in her family who didn't quite understand the whole thing, and so they would ask things like, well, if she's in love with a guy, how does that make her gay? If you identify as a guy in your gender identity and you're in love with a guy, yeah, it's pretty simple, but you, yeah. It just, I don't know. I'm laughing because if I don't, I'll cry. I'm sorry. That's just the way it works. The Joker doesn't cry. He just fucking laughs. This is the way it works. Um, I don't want to break out into hysterics on you, but so yeah, my aunt told my mom. Not really sure what she told her. It gets worse. I thought you think that would be bad enough, but my aunt tells me my mom has been having some medical problems, and the worst one is the fact that I guess she has some internal bleeding that they can't figure out why. And here I'm sitting there going, okay, Ehlers Danlos has random bowel ruptures, random organ ruptures, random vein ruptures, and her father had really serious vein and heart issues. He passed away very young. He's one of the reasons why they actually diagnosed me, because they still don't know if it's my dad or my mom. Both of them have massive symptoms, so there's no way, like, and neither one of them will get tested. So there's no way to know, really. It could be her, and if it is, then Her fucking doctors need to know that. So I sent a message to my aunt and said, you need to tell my mom that she needs to tell her doctors that she has Ehlers, or that her daughter was diagnosed with Ehlers Danlos syndrome. Or her child. I don't fucking care how you say it. And that, I mean, like, this is serious. Fuck the gender shit for a second. They need to know this. Because that might be able to help them figure out why she's bleeding internally. She could have had something rupture from the Ehlers Danlos and not know it. And I mean, and so my aunt's response is, oh, well, you need to call your mom. This is not really the best time to try and initiate contact. My mom and I have a really hard time talking on the phone. We haven't seen each other in person in 16 fucking years. It's not like I don't want to. I love her very much and everything, but it's a really upsetting, hard thing for both of us to go through. She really doesn't have time, medically, to fucking pussyfoot around this kind of thing. It needs to get to her doctors, and it needs to get to her doctors now. It's just so damn frustrating. Somebody take this serious. Please. Think I fucking wear this for fun? Think I fucking sit in a wheelchair for fun when I have to? I had to go out in a fucking wheelchair the other day. I've been having to do it a little bit more and more. Thank you, Sophie's parents, for giving it to me. I love you guys very much for that. So awesome. Reason I hadn't used it off and on in the last year and a half or so wasn't because I was getting better, but like some people said. It was because I didn't fucking have one. Both my hips dislocated the other day, and I really couldn't stand or sit in really hard chairs. So when I went out in a wheelchair, and it's not fucking fun. It's not for attention. It's not because I'm just tired of that shit. I'm tired of it. Take it fucking seriously. This is internal bleeding. And I can't fucking contact her doctors. I don't know who the fuck they are. I don't have any way to do it. I don't have a phone. I can't call my mom, even if I wanted to. Call my fucking mom? Jesus. Let's just let her lay there and die. Why we're waiting around for me to try and find a fucking phone. I don't have money for a calling card, so I can't just run to a payphone and call. I mean, my God. There are priorities. Yes, I want to talk to her. I want to make sure that she knows what I really am, what this is really about. I don't want her to think that it's just that I'm a lesbian. It's not. I don't fit here. I don't fit in this place. I don't belong here. Why can't anybody see that? Sorry. So yeah, I'm not real happy right now. Joker doesn't cry. Joker doesn't cry. Joker doesn't cry. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get control of my fucking self, and then I'll try again. I'll talk to you later.